Hi, good morning. In this case study, I'll be talking about case 79 called The Voice of America, and I have my Potter box right in front of me, which is why I'll be looking down a lot in this video. So let's get right into it. So chapter 17 is about entertainment and censorship. So the definition of censorship, or the meaning behind censorship, is that it blocks something from being heard, read, or seen because it is justified, and it might be a threat to security, because a lot of people don't usually like being in censorship because it can be very violent or dangerous to them, and they don't like seeing that type of stuff in videos or even reading about it. So in this case study, Eminem is an entertainer who is very public in the world and to society because he is an OG rapper, and he has lots of fans, supporters, and makes lots of sales when he puts out an album or a CD. And I believe some of the values that drove him to this case study were the values of rap, because rap is known for being very anger, violent, and it's very hardcore when you're listening to it in music. So he is known for his significance to rap because he can have a lot of anger built inside him, or he's also known as a problem child kind of growing up. So a value that I thought was to society, social values to the youth, because youth are the kids who listen to rap, who are mostly more engaged to rap and kind of have that sort of momentum towards listening to rap. But Eminem does say in this case today that his lyrics do not need to be taken seriously, and things should be known in a positive manner. So some of the he also mentioned in this case study that nihilism is disguised as rhyme and artistry, which is making nonsense even make sense. So it's more of a moral principle of what makes sense to you and what doesn't make sense to you as he's rapping through his music. So leads me to the next of ethical values, ethical principles in this case study would be the Rawls veil of ignorance, because just in the definition of that is justice emerges when negotiating without social differentiation. So social fairness is kind of driven into that principle, because you can be a rapper but still have good behavior. You don't always have to put on this evil face, or I would say put on this bad character of yourself, even though when you're a good person. Like Eminem, he is a really good person, but he just likes to rap, so he has rap behavior, but that doesn't mean he's gonna give out that evil ignorance to the people. Now another ethical principle I thought that was in this case was Kant's category imperative was act on that maximum you'll become universal law, which is what is right for one is right for all. And in this case study, Eminem is just living his life by rapping, enjoying what he likes to do, and he doesn't think that this should be taken into a bad viewpoint, not into censorship, because he believes that entertainment media is worth living for. Entertainment is worth watching. Entertainment is something you use to keep yourself engaged, keep yourself I would say to entertain yourself in a good way, into reality. So in this perspective, these two ethical principles are not to be saw as evil or vague or dangerous to Eminem, because Eminem is a good character who says his lyrics don't mean bad justice. So he is rapping for his own good, to have his own fans, to be supportive, to have something to listen to while he's rapping, or is still in the entertainment industry. Now, some loyalties that I would like to portray in this case study was Eminem's duty to society, because society is what looks at him. They're the ones who kind of judge him through his music, through rap, through his entertainment industry. So I think Eminem does have to have a certain duty to society, while the way he portrays himself and the way he acts in front of people, or when he's in front of press conferences or anything like that, out to the public, because the public could be the one who watches his video on YouTube, or that's just how he portrays himself, and that's his world vision and his human rights to people. So I would also say the duty is a duty to himself and to his supporters, because at the end of the day, Eminem has to stay true to himself, whether he is a rapper and does have a little bit of censorship in his music, or also a duty to his supporters, because Eminem wouldn't be where he's at today without his supporters and fans and loyalties that they give back to him. So that's a main duty that he has to portray towards his supporters, because at the end of the day, those are the people who stand by him. Those are the people who listen to his music and listen to the censorship that is involved. But yeah, that concludes the end of my case study. Thank you very much for listening.